I do karate. I know it doesn't look like it, and teach it. But at my martial, and this is the thing about leaders. So Michael does this thing. I'm going to go to my church. We're going to get them to invite. And then Michael's like, you know, Jason, it begins with you. And I'm like, oh no. And then went, all right, Lord, who do you want me to invite to Alpha? Because we're going to have this Alpha party. And the Holy Spirit immediately told me, my friend from the karate club, who called himself a devout atheist, every time I met him, he said something sarcastic and twisted about Christianity. He said it is just, I mean, he was just so obnoxious whilst he was a friend. I went, Lord, I can't invite him. And the Lord went, that's why. So I went, all right. So do you know how I invited him? I filled out an invitation to our Alpha party. I drove, this is the cowardliness of a pastor. I drove up to his house, posted it through his letterbox and ran back to my car as quickly as possible. That was my being honest to God. And I thought, what a model of faith to my church I'll be. I didn't know that he was actually off work that day and in his house. And he leaned out the window and went, Jason, what are you doing? I said, I've given you an invitation to something you probably won't ever want to come to, but just in case. That was the depth of my invitation. Now, here's what I didn't know. Here's what's at stake with invitation that I've learned in this process. The night before, my atheist friend, been divorced, struggling with life, middle of life, wondering what the purpose of life was, he thought, maybe he prayed as a kid, he thought, all right, God, if you're there, I'll give you one chance. Do something to let me know that you exist. That was the prayer he prayed the night before. Next day, he thought, that was weird. He goes downstairs, opens this up, Invitation Alpha, Googles on the internet, looks at Alpha and he goes, maybe that's God. Comes on the Alpha course, halfway through the Alpha course, has the most dramatic conversion experience. I mean, he sends me texts, I've opened the door. I'm like, who are you and what happened to my friend, John? Now, this is in a year and a half. Last Friday, I got to do a blessing for his wedding. He has just got married. He prayed a grace at his wedding that made us in the room that know him literally weep. He is leading a small group. He is inviting people to church. All those things that you think becoming a Christian would be radical transformation. And do you know what it came from? Me putting a note through his door. And it's done something for me that actually God is in the business of inviting. We just have to do a little.